All right. Uh, Babul, welcome back. And you should be able to turn on your camera.
Okay, sir.
Okay, that's good. Good to see you.
Yes, sir. I can see you.
Wonderful. All right. Good evening, everyone. Good afternoon, actually. Uh, Today we are here to hear from Mr. Babul Kumar success story. So he has taken up the course of certified data scientist from DataMites, and he got placed as a data scientist. In fact, he's been already working for several months now and sharing his success story now. Okay, so this session is going to be recorded. Let me see if I can start the recording. Yeah, the session is already being recorded. Okay, wonderful. Babu, congratulations for your success.
Thank you, sir.
It's a belated congratulations. I know you've already been working several months, right?
Yes,
Uh,
sir. Thank you so much.
I have your resume with me, so I have the background of yours. If you can introduce yourself to the audience, please go ahead. Give a quick brief about yourself. Yes.
Sure, sure. Hi, team. This is Babul Kumar. I did BTech from Bhopal, and I joined DataMites for a certified data science course. It was for 7 or 6 months. I After that I joined Sirpi. I got a job in Sirpi, and I spent the time there 6 months. And now recently I joined a new company, DriveX, on data science position.
Wonderful. So you already jumped two companies in last 6, 7 months, uh,
Yes,
and reaching near to 10 lakh salary, I guess, because second jump. That's
yes,
very
sir.
that's wonderful. So you have done the course. You have completed the course in end of 2022, isn't it?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay, wonderful. So you are a B from electronics and communication. Do you have? I mean, did you have the programming background? Like,
No,
did you?
sir. I learned, like, when I was in engineering, doing engineering. That time I learned C plus a little bit, not like I had good command in that. But so I was struggling to switch myself in this field. So I was looking for some like course and other thing. And when I joined DataMites, then I learned all things.
Okay, wonderful. Uh, so you don't have any programming background before you joined, only the
Yes,
basics.
sir.
And how about your maths or statistics? Do you have any background? Of course, you are an engineering graduate,
Yes,
but do you have
yes,
a
sir. Yes, sir.
maths background? You definitely you have. How about
Yes, sir.
statistics background? Is statistics new to you, or you already have some knowledge before joining it?
No, sir. I knew like a simple statistic like mean, median, average. This thing I was aware about that. I did not know in deeply like, yeah.
Okay, share your experience. So once you started the course, how do you feel? Did you feel
Uh,
tough? What was your experience in initial few days, few weeks of data mines course?
Okay, sir. Actually, before joining that course, I was like thinking that whether I will be like successful or not, like whether I am wasting time or something like that. I was feeling some type of mixed feeling. I was getting that time, but when as soon as time has been passed, like first few weeks, I learned Python, and then it's library, like NumPy, Pandas, and other Matplotlib, C1, and machine learning algorithm. And after that, I got confidence when I did some project. Okay, after getting some project, even I was working on final project, client project. That time I got job in Sirpi.
You got the job while you are doing the project itself. Of course, the
Yes,
placement
sir.
service has started. Okay, that's why you have 6 months, not the 8 months, because you would have already moved to the job before completing the course.
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay, wonderful. Is it your first interview with CP, or you also had previous, like what? Do you have any failed attempts in interviews, or is the first one?
One interview I gave there, I was not selected. It was my second interview where I got job.
Okay, so what was the improvement? What did you learn from your first interviews? What kind of questions they asked?
Like they just asked whatever I did in project. They asked in deeply. They just wanted to check me that whether I have good concept. I have a clear concept about that thing or not. Just they wanted to check this thing.
Very well. So that's what's happening in the market, because there's a huge demand and not many qualified people. So only thing they want to check is that whatever you put on the resume, you say you have done this capstone project, I've done this live project, I've done this internship. They want to check whether you have already done it and what role you played. Are you an active person in modeling this? What's your contribution in the project, right? So most of the interviews, they ask on that similar levels. So same thing happened with Babul. And was the interview tough? How was the interview?
Actually, it was not tough. I feel that if you don't know something, then it's tough. If you know something, then it's easy for us.
Okay, so
It's my feel. Yeah.
Correct. So what are the materials you studied? So of course you have studied. What kind of materials you have? What was your preparation for your job interview?
Actually, DataMites, I got some material PDF from DataMites. There was lots of question and answer. I went through all that, and most important that I saw recorded video that DataMites provided multiple times, so that I got a clear concept from them. So it was easy for me to understand all things, what's happening, why it's happening, how we can do that, this thing.
Okay, wonderful. So you also relied on the e-learning content of DataMites apart from live sessions. Are you an online participant or you a classroom participant?
No, sir. I took this course online. Actually, I was doing that time job, so I did not have chance to attend offline. So I took online, and it was weekend batch.
Okay, so you had a prior experience then. Okay, what was your job before this?
I was working in a call center, BPO sector.
Okay, so not very relevant. So it's mostly for paying your bills. Okay, so you worked and you have attended online sessions with DataMites, and you relied on the e-learning videos as well, the self-learning material, right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
And anything else you studied? What do you suggest for the people who are preparing?
In my opinion, as per my experience, I have felt that if you want to learn something, you have to do it on continuous manner. Like every day, you have to do practice on. If you have a good understanding, if you want to have good understanding of any package like pandas, matplotlib, anything, you have to do practice daily on that thing, so you can have better understanding of each function and attributes of that package, so you can use it in while working on project.
Well said. Right, consistent practice is a key factor for your success. So you have to practice on a daily basis. That's well said, Babul. Are you still there? I don't see you moving. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you're back. All right. So well said. Thank you for that.
Yes, sir.
What I suggest, in addition to what Babul says, is that a minimum of 4 hours of study is required, even if you're working. Well, normally people work for 7-8 hours, right? So you give that time to your employer. You should do justice, professional, whatever you do. You do your work, and then you take out another 4 hours from your day only for study. And if you do it for like at least 4 to 5 months consistently, you cover all the basics, all the essential skills in Python, statistics, machine learning, and do projects in data science. That is more than enough for the market. That's exactly what they're going to ask, and you should be able to get your first break within few months after you're completing your syllabus. In fact, Babul actually got a job even before finishing the course. That's very good. And then he started getting more real-time experience from the job itself, and even jumped to another job right now. Okay, so I see, Babul, your resume is as per the placement, DataMites placement assistant format. That's very good. It's very clear too. So I see that you have done some projects,
Yes,
identification of
sir.
liver
Yes.
patient. You have done automobile price prediction.
Yes, sir.
Any of them? 1 year before, isn't it? Nearly 8 months before.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How does these projects help you?
Actually, sir, main thing that we have learned all theory thing in like the duration course for from video. But when we want to learn something doing on project, we get hands on. Like we can have we get understanding of each thing, like how everything is going well, how we can use machine ML algorithm, how we can use pandas for data analysis and other things.
That's true. So when you do projects, you actually understand where you lack, right? Theoretical concept is one area. And when
Yes.
you do the projects, then you see that a lot of dots getting connected, some things you misunderstood gets corrected. And also you get more confidence because you are delivering an end-to-end project, even though it's a learning one. And then you have one live project, right? What was your live project?
It was related to, sir, two vehicle.
Oh, okay. The automobile price prediction was your live project.
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. All right, very good. So it's very simple from a non-IT background because he's from electronics and communication.
Yes, sir.
Babul is able to actually learn and transition even before the course completed. And then he already a successful data scientist with a second data science job he has achieved. So it's an inspiration story. And what the thing I learned, I mean, at least I could learn from Babul's story is that a consistent study 4 hours a day, daily, without missing, is the most important key factor.
Yes,
Have you
sir.
referred any other material, Babul, apart from what DataMites provided to you?
Yes, I read one book, Data Analytics by Bharti Motwani. And that book also helped me understanding our concept and other thing.
Let me just make a note of it. Data analytics, right?
Yes, Data Analytics by Bharti Motwani.
Bharati Motwa. Yes, using Python.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, it's also a highly rated book in Amazon. I see about 250 ratings with 4.4. I'm going to ping this to everyone in this Zoom. I request DataMites team to copy this link to put it in the LinkedIn and other places so other learners can actually take advantage from it. Okay, very good. So that's all from my side. It's a quite straightforward. Proves again that people without technical background, not in programming, not in data statistics, without those background, they can actually start transition into the career in 6 months. In fact, the course itself is 8 months, but I see most people transition even before the completion of course, which kind of proves the point that there's a huge demand for data scientists. If you get the core concepts right, and if you do several projects, good projects, and then maybe an internship, you are very hot on the market. It's a matter of few months that you can transition, and this is another proof of it. Okay, so I'll open up the channel for question and answers. If you have any particular question for Babul, please go ahead and put it over there, either in the Zoom call or in the respective channels. You can put in comments, and DataMites team will pick it up from there. So I request DataMites team to look at these questions and ping it to me directly. I'll read it out. All right. So one question is, how did you do the projects? I mean, what is the structure in DataMites? What is the structure of you doing the projects?
A structure, is it something like a process, right?
I don't know. That's But so how did you do the projects in DataMites?
Okay, actually, DataMites gave me some option, some project option. Out of that, I choose 4 projects. And first, I started thinking about what is the problem. Is there regression or classification? And based on that, normal steps like everybody knows it. Like first we have to do data cleaning, then data analysis, then data preparation, then model creation, then model evaluation. And then if we want to track our model, we can use some tracking tool like MLOps and ClearML.
That's cool. So you have done the projects with the groups, right? With
Yes,
three.
yes.
So I have a question from, again, this is from YouTube. This is from Gayam Sunil Kumar. What's the package? All right, this is a very often asked questions. He's, I would roughly say between 7 to 10 lakhs right now. But again, he's under 1 year. So he's not even complete, like 6 months to 7 months for him, right?
Yes, sir. Yes,
you,
sir.
you already above 7 to 10 lakhs is a good package. But I repeatedly say this, your first year package does not matter. It could be 10 lakhs in Indian rupees. If you're in American terms, it could be even 40K or 45K per annum US dollars, right? That does not matter because after 1 year, you can actually get to the market levels, even above market levels if you do good in this 1 year, right? So to
Yes,
answer
sir.
the question more precisely, Babul's current package is between 7 to 10 lakhs. I have a question from Supriya. The question is, I have 5 years experience now on career break for 6 months. Okay, that's very good. If I go for this course, it'll be 8 months from now. All right, great. So I have posted a LinkedIn poll, I think last Monday. Today is the last day. I think nearly 200 people have answered it, voted for it, saying, should you take a career break and then upskill your? So nearly 70% people voted for it, right? So after 5 years, taking 6 months break is super advisable. And that's actually a very good step. And your concern about this 8 months is going to add up to that 6 months. It looks like 1 year gap should not be a problem at all, Supriya, because just imagine you have, this on the 6 months, you actually get an internship certificate. So it actually covers up your gap because you are going to do work on the projects and do a live internship. Then you can, when you apply after this, have 6 months of experience, maybe 4 to 6 months of experience as an internship. So you really don't have to worry. But even if people have more than 2-3 years of gap, it's not a problem in the market because I don't see any difference from an employer perspective. What matters is, what did you do last 6 months? So when you take up a course, it comes with internship, so that covers it up, right? And even if you do any relevant work on this last 6 months, that's the only thing matters, okay? So you have a great profile. 6 months break is absolutely not going to affect your prospects. Sarvesh has a question. Sarvesh Awalaki. What are the Python related questions you were asked in interviews? That's for you, Babul.
Yes, yes. Actually, I was asked like some basic programs. They asked me to make some programs on that. They just wanted to check that whether I can, like, I have understanding of Python or not. They are asked like some related to list, modifying list, some type of that.
Simple. So they ask a basic Python questions. That's all.
Yes.
Thank you. I have another question from the people who are attending Zoom itself, from Vedant Deshpande. Question is, do we compete any competition? So I think he's referring to competitions in Kaggle and stuff like that. Have you competed in any data science competitions?
No, actually, I used Kaggle for different dataset, taking, downloading, and working on that dataset, creating some model and using just like in Kaggle, there are lots of people posting their coding and everything. I just learned from them. First, I tried with myself, and then I just wanted to see that there what techniques they used. I learned lots of techniques there. This thing I used.
So he did not compete, but he learned from the competitions.
Yes.
Right. That's a good way. But Vedant, competing also gives you more energy. Like you can compete in this Kaggle competition. It makes you an active learner because there's a leaderboard. If you're competing there, you get more energy, more engagement.
Rahul.
So competing this is actually very good. But Babul did not compete, but he still learned from the other competitions.
Yes, sir.
I have a question from Harshian Momin from LinkedIn. Say, can we apply jobs to abroad doing course? Yeah. So, Harshian, more than 70% people or learners from DataMites are from abroad. Uh, in that, about 50% are actually native folks from US and UK and other countries, right? And yes, most of the people, surprisingly, they have even more higher placement, not through DataMites placement cell, because DataMites placement cell do not have an exclusive connections with employers in US or UK yet. US we are working on. But all the other services including your resume, mock test, and fine-tuning your skills and all the stuff. And to our surprise, I think nearly more than 60-70% people who are abroad done the courses are already working as data scientists, right? So yes, so you should be able to easily apply. If you're planning to go from India to there, so that's a different story. So you need to, normally apply for visa and stuff. So what skill perspective, yes. And if you're already there in US or Europe and other places for study, or you're already there, then you're very hot in the market because these regions are really in demand for data scientists. Okay, and I have a question from Ame from the Zoom call itself. Because of UPSC preparation, I had a gap of 5 years. Yes, so 5 years is a significant gap. So the one benefit you have is that while doing this course, last 6 months of the course is considered as internship because you actually work with the AI companies with the live projects, right? And that 6 months is good enough to restart your career because you're not really restarting with your next employer. You already started as an intern. So that should be fine. And because of your UPSC, you will have a lot of general knowledge and common sense. So interview would be a piece of cake for you. People who prepare for UPSC settle in corporate if they did not crack UPSC very well. So you should be fine. Another question from LinkedIn, from Nikita. What are the tools and softwares used in your current company, Babul?
Yes, actually, currently I'm working on a object detection model with some pre-trained model like YOLO, SSD. So I am using first cloud for training our model. And apart from that, I am also working on a MLOps. There is a Kedro pipeline. On that pipeline, I'm using that.
That's good that you're working MLOps. Are you using Azure or what platform are you using?
AWS.
Yeah, okay. Both are popular, AWS and
Yes.
Azure. Well, maybe something interesting. So we want to conduct some webinars on that, Babul. So there was a request coming from the learning community to teach them the AWS MLOps pipeline. Would you be interested to just show them how to do that?
Yes, sir. I can
Okay,
do that.
so I would request DataMites team to take up another webinar from Babul because there was a recent request from the learning community to have a practical AWS pipeline set up. The Babul is already doing it, so I can help it. Thank you very much. Okay, wonderful. So I do not have further questions, and all the questions we have is very valid. So thank you for the people asking those questions. And Babul, again, congratulations, happy for you.
Thank
And
you, sir.
I have one last question. Let's take that. Anand Kumar. So which one is better, data scientist or data engineer? That's a question for you or me. What do you think, Babul, first?
I think both are better, but comparatively, data science is much better.
Data engineering is technical, right?
Yes.
And you really have to be really good in even Linux, database management, and building data pipelines and stuff. But it's a very stable job. You're not really solving any puzzles and problems, but you have a stable career setting up the data pipelines and making sure. And data engineers are really, really in demand because that comes first. Data scientists cannot do much without data. So,
Yes.
simple answer, both are good. Data science is less technical when compared to data. Okay. I have another question from Prakash from LinkedIn, I guess. I completed my BE MTech engineering during 2013. After that, I did master. Now doing PhD. Okay, that's very good. I don't have any work experience, neither in my core nor in IT. I want to shift to data science. Yeah, you are a PhD, which means you already know the research methodology, statistics. Now, any PhD you do, the first core topics you call are statistics, research methodologies. You might be reading some standard books on it. So that kind of covers one of the large area of data science. Data scientists, the reason we call ourselves a scientist is because it's more researchable. What you need to put up is a bit of Python and machine learning knowledge. I think you should be good, and you're actually more prospective to shift to data scientist with a PhD. All right. So thank you, Babul, for taking time out
Thank you,
and
sir.
giving this inspirational story so that, the people who are related to your kind of profile will definitely get inspired, and some people can reach you if you can help them. They can come to the LinkedIn.
Sure, sir.
You can help them, right? So thank you for taking time, and I wish you all the best in your journey. You recently shifted to a new job. It seems interesting.
sir.
You're working with MLOps and computer vision. YOLO is really good. I'm always surprised how YOLO is right now. V4 version 4 is what we're using right now.
No, sir. It's YOLO V8.
Okay, where is version 4? I think I'm fully outdated. When did that V8 came in?
This year, sir. January.
Oh, okay. So I'm talking about OpenCV, right? So I worked till V6, so that's good. So YOLO has an immense potential in doing many use cases. So I wish you good luck with your work, and thank you for your time.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, everyone attending this call. We hope that it has been helpful. If you have any further questions to either Babul or me, directly reach me or Babul through LinkedIn. Okay. Have a good Saturday. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir.